Hello there, I'm Fiona Kennedy and I'm delighted to be singing alongside Neil and Nils for virtually St Margaret. It's this beautiful, beautiful church in the heart of the Cairngorms. Gorgeous acoustic, and we're just very happy to be singing and playing a few songs for you. We're going to kick off with a Scottish song because we thought we'd do a bit of a journey from the Cairngorms to, first of all, to the Island of Skye and the Skye boat song. And of course, this recalls the journey of Bonnie Prince Charlie from Benbecula after the defeat of the Battle of Culloden. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. Loud the waves howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes stand by the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. Many's the lad fought on that day, well the claymore could wield. When the night came, silently lay dead on Culloden's field. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. Though the waves sleep, soft shall ye sleep, ocean's a royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Flora will keep watch for your weary head. Sweet bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. So we've been from the Cairngorms to the Island of Skye, and I'm going to take you further west to the islands because I grew up with a mother who was born on the Island of Skye. My father came from the island of Lewis, and there was always a great debate in our family whether Skye Gaelic was better than Lewis Gaelic, and I think they agreed to compromise and say actually Harris Gaelic was the best Gaelic. They grew up singing mouth music, which generally was unaccompanied, and mouth music often was almost like a riddle. It was there to entertain those who were stretching the tweed, a bit like this cloth that I'm wearing. This is actually Peterhead tweed, but on the island of Harris, Harris tweed had to be washed and then stretched, and to alleviate the boredom, they would sing rhythmical songs that often were just nonsense. And this one was just about picking up an old man who was being a bit of a nuisance and chucking him in the river. Not very nice, I know, but hey, it's pretty upbeat. And I'm just going to sing. Give me a note, thank you. Biar maravami nuri narmahami bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. Biar maravami nuri narmahamim bliana. Biar maravami nuri Callaghan gamiri. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin. O romoguligan maguligan arain mi. O romoguligan makromelema vaichin.
Close enough.
So there we are over in the islands. So I thought we would do something now from England to keep everything balanced, because we're going to go to England, France, Nashville, Tennessee. This is an old English folk tune, Scarborough Fear, which of course was made very famous with Simon and Garfunkel, but it dates back, goodness me, I think to the 1600s. And it was written by someone who I guess was giving his or her lover a series of impossible tasks that they could never achieve. And it's set in the most beautiful way, and yet it is still fairly impossible. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. Tell him to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams, no needlework, then he'll be a true love of mine. Tell him to find me an acre of land, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt waters and the sea strand, then he'll be a true love of mine. Tell him to reap it with a sickle of leather, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, and gather it all in a bunch of heather, then he'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fear? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. He once was a true love of mine. He once was a true love of mine. Scarborough Fear. I think that was a pretty difficult set of tasks that person said. I'm not sure if they ever made it or not, but what they did leave behind was a beautiful English folk tune that some say was also inspired by a Scottish folk tune. But from Scotland and England, are we now going to go to Ireland? I think so. I was born in Belfast myself, of Scottish parents, so grew up with my parents singing Gaelic songs, Irish songs, Scottish songs. And of course, my folks also were fairly international, so they also loved Frank Sinatra and Andy Williams and Mel Tormey. So we had amazing music in our house, from classical to Gaelic to whatever. But this would be something that would typically be sung at a ceilidh or at a party in our house. I tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair, stole my comb, that's alright till I come home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She's a courtin', 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Woof! Albert Mooney says he loves her, all the boys are fighting for her. Knock at the door, ring at the bell, hello my true love, are you well? Out she comes as white as snow, rings on her fingers, bells on her toes. Old Jenny Murray says she'll die if she doesn't get the fella with a roving eye. Woof. I tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair, stole my comb, that's alright till I come home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She's a courtin', 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Woo! Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high and the snow come traveling through the sky. She's as sweet as apple pie, she'll get her own by and by. When she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her ma when she gets home. Let them all come as they will, it's Albert Rooney she loves still. I tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulls my hair and sew my comb, that's all right till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She's a courtin', 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? Oh, she is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courtin', 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she? I love that one, don't you?
Yeah, let's do it again.
It's such a good fun song. And I mean, the old songs, they just live on and on and on and on, which is why we're now going to sing you a new song. Are we going to do...
We're going to do an old song first.
What?
Well, a newer, older song.
A new and an older song. So who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Who Would Have Thought is a song that I wrote with a wonderful singer-songwriter called Beth Nielsen Chapman. And she's based in Nashville, Tennessee. And I wrote the words for actually our 30th wedding anniversary. So I thought I'd surprise my husband by giving him a gift of a song, which he said was very commendable.
It was.
It was. Nearly divorced him after he said that. But anyway, let's do it. Who would have thought after all of these years we'd still be dancing in time? A beautiful spark whenever you're near, pulling your heart into mine. And who would have thought the moment we met you'd turn around with that smile, telling me then it's not if, it's just when we'll take that walk down the aisle. Slide Shiva, slide Shiva, slide Shiva. Here's to you and me. Who would have thought we'd have 3 little ones? In the blink of an eye, they'd be grown, waltzing through life with their dreams taking flight, someday with kids of their own. Slide Shiva, slide Shiva, slide Shiva. Here's to you and me. Liverpool, London, New York and Paris, the Highlands, the Islands, Aurora Borealis. We dance through the fountains of Rome. Wherever we are feels like home. Who would have thought I could look in your eyes and feel like we've only begun? Spin me around, lift my feet off the ground. Here's to the best yet to come. Slide Shiva, slide Shiva, slide Here's to you and me. Slán Trevá, Slán Trevá, Slán Trevá. Here's to you and me. Here's to you and me. Oh, thank you, Nils. I want to introduce Nils properly. Nils Elders and I have worked together for many years now. And we've written some songs together, all sorts, appeared in various productions together. And
Sung here before.
we've sung here many times before, always, often when it's been a great gathering of singer-songwriters that come over every year. And what's so lovely about doing this virtually St Margaret's is really to spread the word about this beautiful church and how much we're looking forward to when we can fill it with people again and have a great atmosphere and maybe even the heating on. That would be a plus, wouldn't it? I'm not wearing tweeds here for nothing. And also Neil Birse, who had his very own concert, and I know that you will have enjoyed his superb playing. So thank you both, Neil and Nils, for joining me. We're going to finish off now with a song called The Maple Tree, I'll Remember You. And I think the reason for writing this song was very much in happy memory of a gentleman called Uncle Brian, who used to come to concerts here at St Margaret's. And in fact, he was here 3 years ago, and I wrote this lovely song in his memory. Saw you under the maple tree, a glass of rosé in the shade, the hottest summer in Burgundy, hotter than hell, they said. A toast to old friends, cheers to the new, sláinte to folk near and far. Isn't life grand? Let's dance to the band under the light of the stars. I remember you, I'll remember you, till the end of time you'll be on my mind, funny and loving and true. I remember you, I remember you, I remember you. Bon viveur, the life and the soul, you light up the room with a glance. A jig and a reel and an old-fashioned waltz, a gentleman seeking romance. A king on your throne in a lovely chateau, born to be loved and adored. At the end of the day you seem so far away, and always went home alone. I remember you, I remember you, till the end of time you'll be on my mind, funny and loving and true. I remember you, I remember you, I remember you. I'll remember you. I'll remember you. Saw you under the maple tree. We just have to imagine that you're all at home, sitting hopefully with a cup of something warm or a glass of something, enjoying the concerts that virtually St Margaret's are bringing to you. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Neil and to Nils, Colin behind the camera, and everyone who's been involved. We're all, as you can see, happily socially distanced in these strange times, but we wanted to bring you music that would hopefully be uplifting and thoughtful and thought-provoking, and that when the time is right again, you'll come to this beautiful place and join us for a concert when we can all get together. So thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you sometime down the road.